journalism field, trying to contribute my quota in national development to journalism. Yes, in those days there was no institution of university where you can take Gambians to go and pursue their degree in that university. But thank God, now we are. That is example of that in the University of the Gambia. I'm calling the government to come to these people their age, the journalists. Good number of them are farmers, their families, they are farmers. But their children or journalists, they have interest in journalism. But maybe they cannot find or sponsor themselves to go to a university and read. So let the government come to their aid, support them, so that these young Gambians can study or read in the university and achieve our journalism degrees, so that they can be able to report the issue that they were trained in the universities.
I thank my honorable colleagues for their contributions, beautiful contributions towards this very issue, this motion. On my part, I think we need an apology from the EU for insulting the integrity of the Republic of the Gambia 17 times. The Gambia is a very peaceful country. We need more peace. I expected the EU to help boost the efforts of this nation in agriculture, education, health, etc. Than trying to bully a small nation like the Gambia through so-called conditions or points, 17 points. We all know that so many states in the world went on this, they're exercising this death penalty thing. And nothing came out of it. Why is it that the Gambia became their problem? Is it because we are small or helpless? There is a saying in Arabic that says, Al-Bi'ul Girt wa yadhaku al-Sharif. He that sells the monkey and they laugh at the buyer. This is not about politics or party. No. This is about integrity. It's about respect. This is about self-defense when you are troubled. We respected all nations. We respected the constitution of all nations of this world. And we must be respected. No, we should be respected.
Any genuine Pan-Africanist should say bravo. The Gambian people for coming in mass to support their president with regard to this EU 17 points demand. But Honorable Speaker, as I always say, to understand any given problem, especially with regard to the EU, we must go back to how it came into being. Honorable Speaker, in 1957, in Rome, 5 European powers formed an organization called the Common Market or the European Economic Community. This organization, Honorable Speaker, number one, was to minimize the chance of war being created in Europe, especially between France and Germany. Honorable Speaker, 1957, there was roughly about 10 years after the Second World War. the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, put it to the Europeans that you guys have to give independence to your respective colonies. So, Honorable Speaker, that was going to be a big problem for the EU. What they did, they said now to recolonize our former colonies, we will come with this game of coming together because they are politically, so-called politically independent. But to maintain their lack of economic independence, we will come with the ACP. Yeah, we come together, we have the Lome Convention, Lome 1, Lome 2, and the Cotonou Convention. Honorable Speaker, it was an economic agreement between European powers so that economic prosperity in Europe will be realized. But on the other hand, Honorable Speaker, they said to us, the Africans, and our brothers in the Caribbean and the Pacific, that this agreement is also to help you build up your raw materials, as highly mentioned by the Honorable Majority Leader. So, Honorable Speaker, if you look at the agreement between the EU and the ACP, Honorable Speaker, because of the farm policies of the European powers, they destroy the African farmer, and so is the Gambian farmer. But thanks to our able president, he has come with a policy, grow what you eat and eat what you grow. So, Honorable Speaker, this is one of the reasons why they have an eye on us.
Honorable Speaker, I start with thanking the people of the Gambia, the Gambian people. I start thanking them first. And the government for putting these Gambian people at a stand of knowing their rights, both politically, socially, and by knowing the point where they should lodge their complaints, that is this National Assembly of the Gambia. Honorable Speaker, it is also very important for one to do your homework before coming out to speak to the people of things that you cannot authenticate or of things that you cannot clarify on them. It's very, 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 very important. One should do your homework before doing whatever you want to do. This imposition, I call it, by the European Union, to me it is contra, or it is not in line with the word that they use, dialogue, an English word. If we all know what dialogue means, it's not what is stated in this leaflet. What is stated in this leaflet means imposition of issues or ideas that they feel is good to them, but it's not good to the Gambian populace. Honorable Speaker, this constitution, I admire this constitution, I like it, and I want all Gambians to like it and to live with it, and to live by it. In this constitution, if you go through it, it summarizes all what it contains. Honorable Speaker, this is by the Gambians, what they say, if you allow me to quote. We first of all started with, in the name of God, the Almighty, as Gambians. We have accomplished a great and historic task, and we have had our say on how we should be governed. For this constitution contains our will and resolve for good governance and a just, secure, and prosperous society. Our hopes and aspirations as a people were reflected in the enthusiasm and zeal with which we embarked on the task of nation building on the attainment of independence. The self-perpetuating rule of the recent past, however, soon gave rise to the abuse of office and related vices which negated the total welfare of the Gambian people.